Everyone out there in live stream land, those of you here on site at DogMode, welcome to the belly flop into fall here at DogMode. We are a North America Diving Dog sanctioned dock diving facility right here in Salt Lake City, Utah. We are starting the weekend off with Air Retrieve Splash 101. First up on the dock will be all-world junior handler Michaela Browning and her little girl Bella. What's my sheet say? Right there. That was attempt number 1, 14 feet off the end of the dock. The rules in air retrieve are, you'll see that bumper suspended over the water. It is measured to exactly 24 inches or 2 feet above that green dock surface, which also equates into 48 inches or 4 feet over the surface of the pool. We keep that at exactly 2 feet at all times below the surface of that dock. Rules of air retrieve, they go until they no longer can pull that bumper down. We are now moving out one more foot with that successful catch on attempt 1, and another grab for Michaela and Bella. Successful now at 14 and 15 feet. Each team gets a total of 3 misses, or if they miss twice at any one distance, that will end their splash as well. So far, 2 catches, 0 misses with 14 feet and 15 feet. Michaela and Bella's air retrieve best sits 17 feet off the end of that dock. 25, 26 foot personal best in our distance competition for the young child. Now moving out 16 feet off the end of that dock. Once again, 2 feet over the surface of it. Attempt number 1 right here. Easy peasy, that a girl, Bella. 3 successful catches so far, 14, 15, 16 feet off the end. On deck, number 2. My sheets are, Sown Risa, followed by Hershey, number 4, Maple, and Logan. Right now, attempt number 1 coming up 17 feet off the end of that dock. This would tie a career best for this team.
Actually, do you want to write?
Sure.
And I'll tie.
Perfect.
Actually, it's hard for me to
That's
write
perfect.
that phrase.
That keeps my mind. Oh, so close. Good girl, Bella. Rules of air retrieve, 45-second clock from once that bumper is set till they need to begin their jump. Or in this case, a miss, it is right when they get back to the top of that cement. Mary Beth is running our timer here. I want to thank all our help this weekend. Julie to my left over here from Luigi Productions running this wonderful live stream, taking care of all your graphics. Second and final attempt coming up right here, 17 feet off the end of the dock from Michaela and Bella. Oh, so close. Gonna be their second and final miss with a final score 16 feet off the end. 3 total catches and 2 total misses will be their final score for the splash. Good job, little Miss Bella. Next 4 up going to be Risa, or Sown Risa, aka Risa, followed by Hershey, Maple, and Logan. Little Miss Risa, the tiny little golden retriever. Autumn, Aubrey, and little Miss Risa on the dock. First attempt will be coming up right here, 11 feet off the end of that dock. Good job, little Miss Risa. Switch me to 5-second countdown now has begun. Timeout is over. Second and final attempt coming up right here, 15 feet off the end of that dock. This would set a brand new personal best for Autumn, Aubrey, and oh, I thought we had it. That will unfortunately be our third and final miss, but we're so close on that. I honestly thought we had it. Going to conclude their splash with 4 total catches and a final score of 14 feet off the end of that dock, tying a brand new personal best for Autumn, Aubrey, and Little Miss Risa and Camry. Camry on the injured reserve list, fresh off having a baby. Like we take timeouts and dock diving from having babies. What is this? Is new. Next up on the dock, that is Michaela rounding one more time, the all-world junior handler. And this time it's the chocolate Labrador big boy Hershey man. This is not an official attempt. This is a warm-up jump. Bumper suspended 14 feet off the end of that dock. 14, right there. Got it. This will be the first official attempt coming up right here, 14 feet off the end of that dock. The Hershey man's personal best sits at 15 feet, so we're only going to be 1 foot under that. On deck will be Maple, followed by Logan, Rhodey, and Dusty. I'm glad we don't jog like that in distance, mister. We got to get this worked out. This boy is a huge jumping distance dog with a personal best right around just under 29 feet. Just barely learning this game. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is his second time ever competing in air retrieve. Moving that bumper out to 15 feet off the end of that dock. Once again, 2 feet over the surface. This would tie his current best. Squeaks to big barks. I'm not sure what's going on there. Attempt number 1, 15 feet off the end. And he just tied a best right there, 15 feet off the end. Good boy, Hershey man. Once we get some practice in with this boy, no telling how far we can go, 21, 22, 23 feet maybe. Going to move that bumper out one more time. We get one more catch. This is going to be a new best. Michaela and Hershey. That is miss number 1 for Michaela and the Hershey man. Got it.
Time for the break is up. Time.
45 countdown starts now. Oh, silly man. That is going to be their second miss at that distance, tying a personal best. 15 feet off the end.
They going to school. She's going to school.
What?
She's going to school.
Oh. Back. The school skipper must leave now and get back to school. I believe we have 2 of those this morning, huh?
Is that all day?
You're gone the whole day? You're doing it right, mister. If you're going, go all out.
You're going to get wet.
Next up, that will bring us to Nikaylee and Maple, aka Waffles. Little Miss Waffles on the dock now, starting at 10 feet off the end. Oh, you added. Girl Waffles. I see what. That tug out 12 feet off the end now for Nikaylee and Waffles. On deck after Waffles is Logan, followed by Rhodey, Dusty, and Duska. I keep losing my place with Waffles.
Well, I don't know where these guys are.
Django's here.
I know, but what?
Oh. Perfect. That was fantastic, Waffles. And we move on. Now looking to tie a personal best with a great, great jump, 13 feet off the end of that dock, is Nikaylee and Waffles. Logan, Rhodey, Dusty, and Duska due up next. And then Duke. Bumper set, 45-second timer begins, 13 feet off the end, trying to tie their own personal best. Easy peasy, that a girl Waffles. That did tie that personal best. Now we're going to go set a new one. Two. Great kids, very new to this sport just this year. First attempt coming up 14 feet off the end, trying to get that brand new personal best. Stay, kiddo, no cheating. Don't mess this up, you got this. Come on, she hit it, fall. Not gonna be enough. Hit it, but it didn't come unhooked. All we needed to happen there were both of those clips to lose that. It does not have to come down in her mouth. Both stayed connected, so that will count as a miss. It does not have to come down in their mouth like you've seen everyone so far today. As long as it comes unhooked from both of those clips, it will be successful. Had we stayed, I think we would have gotten that Waffles. Needed just that extra ounce of power. Good job, Waffles. Going to be a final score of, oh, I did that wrong. Final score of 13 feet off the end of that dock. 4 total catches for Waffles. Let's try that again where we can actually read it. I have no idea. That will conclude their morning with that beautiful score, tying a personal best 13 feet off the end for Nikaylee and Waffles. After Waffles, that's going to lead us to Abigail and Logan. Abigail Myers and little man Logan. This boy had a phenomenal practice just a few days ago. Jumped like I've never ever seen him in distance. Very proud of this little man. He's had both knees replaced. Gosh, how long ago has that been now? A year?
Last season, yeah.
Yeah, a little over a year ago. Sat out most of last year, that's right. So it must have been early in the season last year. Attempt number 1 coming up right here, 12 feet off the end of that dock for Abby and Logan. Wow, he just about went over top of that thing. Good boy, Logan. On deck after Logan will be Rhodey, followed by Dusty, Duska, and Duke. Attempt number 1 coming up right here, 13 feet off the end of that dock. This team has a great personal best, 15 feet off the end. Wild man Logan. Attempt number 1 coming up right here, 13 feet off the end of that dog for Abby and Logan. Let's get away from that, mister. That was lazy Logan rearing his ugly head on that one. Let's run hard, buddy. You can do this. Every now and then, Logan decides it's not only worth half an effort. Apparently, he just decided that one was too easy. "45-second timer begins on that set. Here we go. Attempt number 1, 14 feet off the end, only 1 foot under that personal best. Rhodey, Dusty, Duska, Duke, Aja, and Dreamer up next. Wow, easy peasy, and he put 0 effort into that one. Good boy. Now we're going to try to tie that personal best. 15 feet off the end. We got this, mister. You're going to have to run a little bit harder this time, though. Bumper set. That means that 45-second timer begins. I want to thank all our help here this weekend. These 3 girls running this rig for us, setting that bumper and stabilizing that bumper so they're perfectly still each and every time our competitors go down the dog. Silly, silly man.
Got it. Got it. No.
There's your answer. Number 2 will be up next after this timeout for Abby and Logan. Second and final run coming 15 feet off the end. 5 seconds.
Time.
45-second timer to get going on this jump starts right now. Second and final run coming right here, 15 feet off the end for Abby and Logan. We get this, we tie a personal best. Unfortunately, we missed this one right here. Our morning is over for Abby and Logan. Got to run hard this time, buddy. There you go, much better. Much, much better. Good boy. That one was better from the start, and that's going to tie a brand new personal best.
It was good. I could hear it in the parking lot. I mean, I kind of like hear what he was saying, but
We're going to try to get a brand new personal best right here for Abby and Logan. Attempt number 1 coming 16 feet off the end. We will get 2 cracks at this if we need it. And that run was not our best. Gotta run hard, mister. Just like that second one at 15, we ran hard and we nailed that thing. Let's go get it.
I know I was looking. Oh, 10 verse 13. Logan's 5. 5 of 17.
5 of 9. Second and final run coming right here, 16 feet off the end. And the end of the final score, 15 feet off the end for Abby and Logan. Next 4 up, that will bring us to Rhodey, Dusty, Duska, and Duke. Next up on the dock, that's going to bring us to Cindy Lou Who and the Roadster. 45-second timer has begun. Attempt number 1 coming at a practice jump here, 14 feet off the end. Little Roadster. Really fast, big jumping little girl. Look at that. Got it. We're going to officially start right here, 15 feet off the end of that dock for Cindy Lou and the Roadster. Is that Michaela up there with Cindy Lou? Guest assistant Michaela Humphrey on the back of the dock. There's Cindy Lou and the Roadster. That a girl, Roadster. That was an easy start, 15 feet off the end of that dock. Roadster has a current personal best 17 feet off the end, so we're not far from that right now already. Now moving on out 1 more foot to 16 feet off the end. Thank you for doing their job for them, Michaela. Attempt number 1 coming up right here, 16 feet off the end.
Yeah, all her normal helpers are
Oh, so close, kiddo. Oh, so close. We had that, I think, didn't?
Got it.
Got it! Thank you, Cindy Lou. No, now it's over. Poor Cindy. That was good work, Cindy Lou. I'm proud of you. That's what you need.
It was still hard to hear her because these guys were up.
Yeah. FYI, you cheerleaders made it harder to hear her because 5 seconds. Time. 45-second timer begins now. And that counts. And the cheer squad. And more of the cheer squad. You guys need pom-poms over there so we can do this right. Roadie colored pom-poms for the cheerleaders on the side of the dock. Now we're going to go attempt to tie that personal best 17 feet off the end. One miss on the card so far for Cindy Lou. That leaves two more remaining. Cindy Lou Who and the Roadster. On deck will be Dusty, Duska, Duke, and Aja. At this right here for Cindy Lou and the Roadster. This would tie that personal best one more time. On deck is, once again, is Dusty, followed by Duska, Duke, Aja, Dreamer, Zeta, Timber, and Shadow. That will end Roadster's morning with a great score of 16 feet and a total of 2 catches. Who's in charge of the pom-poms? One of you.
Madison. It's gotta be Madison.
Madison, you're in charge of getting us roadie pom-poms. Yeah, no, go. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, we just don't want in because people. This is former #1 ranked Mini American Shepherd in all of North America diving dogs. This is FedEx Todd and Dusty. Because Todd delivers. This will be in a practice attempt 8 feet off the end of that dock. This little man has a huge distance personal best, just under 27 feet. Brand new to air retrieve. We're going to have to fix that string. We're going to have to fix that string. Yeah. After that little exhibition, we're going to move that bumper out 4 feet. We can do this because that was only a practice attempt. Attempt 1 coming up right here, 12 feet off the end for Todd and Dusty. FedEx Todd. Attempt #1 coming up right here, 12 feet off the end for Todd and Dusty. He got that, holy cow, he completely whiffed at it but somehow knocked it down.
What the heck was that?
He missed that by about 5 feet to the left, but he got his head out there just enough to knock it down. He had plenty of distance, just did not go straight at all. Good thing he's athletic, because that was quite the contortion to knock that tug down. Good boy, Dusty. Good boy. That was crazy. Oddly enough, this next distance, which he would have got by 4 feet plus, will tie a personal best. Let's make it easier this time, Dusty. Let's go to the tug. Let's not go around it and knock it down. Let's go right through it, buddy.
I believe he cracked it.
I have no idea how that actually worked, but it did. Once again, huge jumping boy on the dock. Personal best in distance just under 27 feet. And it fell. That's going to count. You are making this way harder than it's supposed to be, Dusty. It counts, though. That's all that matters. That tug came unhooked, and we got a catch. That did tie a personal best on top of it. Looking to set a brand new personal best 14 feet off the end of this dock. We know we can definitely jump far enough to make this happen, and then some. We got a lot more distance that he can jump, but he is very, very new to air retrieve, still figuring the game out. Big jumping little man right here. Once again, former #1 ranked mini American Shepherd in all of North America diving dogs just 2 seasons ago. Then just took a little time off to focus on their agility game, and now we're back working on dock diving again. Attempt #1 coming up right here, 14 feet off the end. This would set a new personal best. Oh. We need to give Todd a microphone because he's cracking me up. I can just shut up and put a microphone on Todd and you'll be in good shape. FedEx Todd on the dock right now. Second and final run coming right here for a brand new personal best, 14 feet off the end for Todd and Dusty. On deck, Duska, followed by Duke and Aja, followed by Dreamer, Data, and Timber. Wife. That a boy, that was so easy.
Witness silence. Oh, he's not doing AR, so I'll have Deb run it.
Yeah, just have Deb. Brand new personal best for Todd and Dusty at 14 feet. We're going to try to beat that and get a new one 15 feet off the end. As he missed on first attempt. Second one, he just about jumped right over top of it. We know he can jump about 5 more feet in air retrieve once he figures this game out. Brand new to this event. Easy, that a boy, Dusty. Broke that personal best now by 2 feet. It looks like we have several feet remaining in the tank. Here we go, buddy. FedEx, Todd, and Dusty on the dock right now. Little man, Dusty, 45-second timer has begun once that bumper is called set. Coming up right here, 16 feet off that end, trying to beat that personal best by 3. Oh, not quite the same jump we saw on that first run or last run at 15 feet. One more attempt coming right here, 16 feet off the end. We get a catch here. We move on. A miss does end the rotation for splash number 101. Yeah, I'll talk to him. Final attempt coming right here, 16 feet off the end.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Just in time. Oh, that will end their morning with a great score and a brand new personal best by over 2 feet, 15 feet off the end for Todd and Dusty. Up, that will bring us to, looks like Carter, Michaela, and Duska. No. Little Miss Duska, the German Shepherd. Good job, FedEx, Todd, and Dusty. Little Miss Duska starting out with a practice attempt 13 feet off the end. Carter, Michaela, and Duska.
Practice? Or
Yes, practice.
where do they want to start?
Yeah, that's as low as you can go. Attempt number 1 coming up right there. Official attempt number 1, 13 feet off the end. Oh, silly girl. We can reset her. We still got tons of time. Over 30 seconds remain, so tons and tons of time. We can reset her as many times as we need, as long as she's moving forward when that time runs out. That a girl, Duska. Great, great job. We got the one that mattered, kid, and we got it easily. Good job. We're going to move that bumper out 1 more foot. Oh, I didn't change it. Failure on my part to reset that to Duska. I was slow to the trigger on that one, Hatch, but I got it now.
It is cold in here. Nice.
I think it's you two because I'm sweating.
I'm really cold.
I'm like sweating bullets over here. Hatch is not. Carter, Michaela, and Duska on the dock going for 15 feet right now. They do have a personal best set a little while back, 17 feet off the end. Bumper set, 45-second timer now begins. Here we go, Duska. That a girl, making this look awfully easy. Got that shaky one out of the way on that practice. Now we're ready to go. Attempt number 1 right here, 16 feet off the end from Michaela, Carter, and Duska. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 0 misses thus far. Break, got it, thank you. 30-second break starts right now. This next attempt, when we get to it, would tie a personal best. Already seen 4 successful catches. That was a great, great time to take that break. Looking solid so
5
far.
seconds on the break. Time on the break.
45-second timer now begins. Attempt number 1 right here. Oh, so close. This would tie that personal best. Second and final attempt coming up right here. This would once again tie their personal best, 17 feet off the end of that dock. Let's give it a really good run again, Duska. We've still got over 20 seconds. We're in great shape. Run hard, kid. Go get it.
10 seconds.
Oh, silly girl. Good job, Duska. Almost tying her personal best, and I got a great, great score, 16 feet off the end. Wonderful job for Michaela, Carter, and Duska. Next up, that's going to bring us to the huge jumping Weimaraner. This is Janae and Duke. On deck will be Aja, followed by Dreamer, Data, Timber, Shadow, Biji, and Bourbon. Right now, Janae and Big Man Duke on the dock.
Tell her to yell set.
Good man, Duke. That was attempt number 1, 17 feet off the end. Duke has a personal best of 20 feet. Attempt number 1 coming up next, 18 feet off the end. If she doesn't. Oh, Duke. We got this, mister. Let's go get it. Duke on dock. We're going to see attempt number 2 coming up right here, 18 feet off the end. 45-second timer just started for Janae and Duke. He's got a mouthful of toys now. Big boy Duke has a distance personal best right at 27 feet, I believe. Air retrieve personal best right on par with that at 20 feet. That a boy Duke. We're going to move that bumper out 1 more foot right now. It will sit 19 feet off the end of that dock. Janae, Big Man Duke on dock right now. 19-foot attempt coming right here. Only 1 foot off their personal best. Miss number 2 right there, unfortunately, for Janae and Duke. We're going to get 1 more shot at 19 feet here. Any more misses end our morning for Janae. Perfect. 30-second break starts right now. 30-second timer starts right now. Second and final attempt coming right here, 19 feet off the end. We get a catch here. We move on, try to tie our personal best. Next miss ends our splash. Good boy. Much better run on attempt number 2 for Janae and Duke. We're going to get one shot to tie that personal best. Let's go get it, mister. Only one attempt will be allowed at 20 feet. So we get it and tie our personal best, move on, or miss, and we end there at 19. Down to our final miss, mister. Let's go get it. Janae and Big Weimaraner Duke. This boy just finished the 2024 season as the #1 ranked Weimaraner in all of North America diving dogs. Good boy, Duke. That's going to give us a final score of 19 feet off the end of the dock.
That's it, Janae. You have 3 misses total.
No, that was it. Yep, you're good. Sorry. Good man, Duke. After Duke, that's going to bring us a tiny little girl, Aja. Brand new to air retrieve. This will be her first ever competitive jump in air retrieve. I think she's practiced it one time, figured it out, and here we're going to go. We're going to start with a practice 6 feet off the end of that dog. That is the minimum distance for a full-size dog. She figures this out. She's a nice jumping little girl. We could go a long ways. First time competitively, this can be a big strain on their little brain, especially with these puppies.
Start time.
45-second timer starts right now. Attempt number 1 on there. This practice attempt, excuse me, coming up 6 feet off the end. This is Camry and Aja.
That's Dallas.
And Dallas.
No.
Just like that. If she...
Is he allowed on the dock? He's only...
I don't even... Yeah, I don't... I mean, no, but... Yep, number 1 coming up right here for Aja, 8 feet off the end. I hope you were... Successful catch 8 feet off the end. Now moving on to 9 feet off the end. That might... 9 feet off the end.
Good job.
Gonna move out one more time, 10 feet off the end. Bumper now set, 45-second timer begins. We're 10 feet off the end of that dock. First ever competitive jumps right here in air retrieve for Dallas, Camry, and Little Miss Aja. Aja, dog number 10 out of 19 in this morning's air retrieve splash 101. Successful catch there, 10 feet off the end. We're going to move out one more foot. This could go on for a minute. Brand new, so you never know, and sometimes their brains never figure it out, but once they do, when they're very capable of it, we're going to go a ways the first time we do this. Now going to be our first attempt, 11 feet off the end. We started with a practice at 6 feet off the end, now out to 11 feet off the end. 0 misses thus far. 45-second timer now begins. Oh, I love that. We got that one there too. Love seeing the new junior handlers up on the dock. Camry, Dallas, and Little Miss Aja. Now we're going to move that bumper out to the 12-foot mark off the end. Once again, that bumper is always suspended exactly 24 inches or 2 feet over the surface of the water, which equates to 4 feet or 48 inches over the, or excuse me, that was 2 feet over the dock or 4 feet over the pool. So now 12 feet out and 2 feet up for Dallas, Camry, and Aja. Easy peasy, still going strong. No misses, 12 feet of grabs so far. Little Miss Aja.
Take it away.
13 feet off the end of the dock right here for Dallas, Camry, and Little Miss Aja. That is miss number 1 all the way from 6 feet of practice and then starting at 8 feet. Attempt 13 feet off the end of the dock here. We either get a catch and move on, or this would end their morning. That will be a second miss, 13 feet. Wonderful round of a successful score, 12 feet off the end for Camry, Dallas, and Aja.
I'll catch her.
Oh, yeah, if you do talk to her, make sure you remind her about the tugs. Doc, that will bring us to Cynthia and Dreamer, followed by Data, Timber, Shadow, Biji, Bourbon, Osa Bear, Django, and Cruz to round out the 19-dog air retrieve splash. We do not let Craig say this breed because it's way too difficult. Attempt 1 coming up right here for Cynthia and Dreamer, 9 feet off the end of the dock. We got the pom-poms back out, I hear. Madison, where are the pom-poms? Make sure it's child appropriate though. Attempt number 1 coming up right here, 10 feet off the end. Family friendly environment, Madison. Attempt number 1 coming up here, 10 feet off the end for Cynthia and Little Man Dreamer. My failure. Second and final attempt coming up right here, 10 feet off the end for Cynthia and Little Man Dreamer. Dreamer's personal best sits out at 14 feet, so he definitely can do this. I failed. That will unfortunately be a double miss at 10. We will end with an official score of 9 feet for Cynthia and Dreamer. Next up on the dock, that will bring us back to Abby Myers, and this time she'll have her other yellow lab. This is Little Man Data. Well, good morning. Someone's finally awake. At home, she got lost in her own bedroom. Sorry, Kylie. Had to do it. Had to do it. Abby and Data starting out right here, 10 feet off the end of that dock. Big jumping yellow Labrador Retriever here, still once again very new to air retrieve, just still learning the game. Big jumping distance dog with a personal best, just under 25 feet. Elite titled distance dog. Good man, Data. Has already set a personal best in air retrieve, 14 feet off the end. Very new to this game. Once he gets it totally figured out, I expect him to be somewhere around the 18-foot mark. 18, maybe 19 on par for how far he jumps in distance. Attempt number 1 coming up right here, 11 feet off the end. Easy peasy, that a boy, Data. Don't be tipping that in the pool, Deborah. Attempt number 1 coming up right here for Abby and Data. After Data, we have Timber, followed by Shadow, BG, Bourbon, and Osa.
I'd have to do it tomorrow, right? Because they, his entry's close, like.
45-second timer begins. Attempt number 1 coming off the end right here. Attaboy, Data. Next attempt would be to tie his personal best.
I have a second class at one. I just was silver, whatever. That's a good nice way of working with her. I just want him to work on her once that I'm behind her. I just want to work on her dragging in and set.
Attempt number 1 coming up here 14 feet off the end of that dock. This once again would tie a personal best for Abby and Data. Bumper set. 45-second timer now has commenced. Here we go, buddy. And it counts. That's going to tie that personal best 14 feet off the end. Good boy, Data. Next jump would break a personal best for Abby and Data. And once he figures this out, I do expect him to get to somewhere in the 18, 19 foot range. Bumper is set. That means the 45-second timer has begun. Attempt number 1 coming up right here. Hopefully it's all we need.
Got it!
Abby is going to take her 30-second break. That was miss number 1, 15 feet off the end.
The breaks there.
Right now, yep, that's where that 30-second break starts. Same place it starts on as the timer starts on a miss. One more shot, 15 feet off the end here. We get this, we set a personal best, move on out to 16 feet. Miss here would unfortunately end splash 101 with a score of 14. 45-second time now starts for Abby and Data. Already tied that personal best with a wonderful grab, 14 feet off the end. Here we go, attempt number 2, 15 feet off the end, trying to break a new personal best for Abby and Data. Let's get it, little man. And there it is. Brand new personal best for Abby and Data. Brand new personal best, 15 feet off the end of that dock. Now we're going to move out to 16 feet, trying to break it by 2 feet. We'll need a little more speed than we had on that one, just enough to knock that down there. Once again, once he figures this game out, we're going to see at least 2 or 3 more feet onto his score. Huge step taken right there with a brand new personal best, 15 feet off the end. First attempt coming up right here, 16 feet off the end. We have 2 shots to get this if needed. Second and final run coming right here, 16 feet off the end. Already set a brand new personal best, 15 feet off the end. Let's go get it, little man, looking for another grab. That will be the third and final miss. Going to end the day with that brand new personal best, 15 feet off the end for Abby and Data.
Cameron's like, I looked up something, thought it was 3.
Doc, that will bring us to Caitlin and Timber, a.k.a. Tamantha. This little girl has a huge personal best, 16 feet off the end. This will be a Tamantha. We're going to move that bumper out 1 foot, 14 feet off the end. Should be no problem for Caitlin and Timber. Last time around, she just barely figured this game out, doing much.
Cameron's trying to come in.
Did you discuss? Timber. "15 feet off the end this time, coming up here for Caitlin and Tamantha. Shadow, BG, Bourbon, Osa, Django, Cruise to round out Splash 101. That'll go to Mantha.
Do you want me?
This attempt would tie a personal best. 16 feet off the end. Easy peasy, that'll go to Mantha. Easy peasy, tying a personal best right there, looking to crush it this time. That didn't even look challenging, and it tied her personal best. This girl really starting to take off in this game. Spent her first season averaging about 14 feet off the dock. We did some work this summer. Immediately got her up to about 23 feet in distance. So we could very easily see her to get to 17, 18 feet. Personal best, easy peasy. back on that running order. I had 2 number 18s on my sheet, so we actually have 20 dogs, not 19 in air retrieve. Final attempt coming up right here, 18 feet off the end. Already set a personal best, 17 feet off the end. Can we get another one right here? For Caitlin and Little Miss Samantha. Good attempt, not going to do a good goal, Timber. Will end their morning with a great final score and new personal best, 17 feet off the end. Next up, that will bring us to All-World Junior Handler, Dawson, Maybe, Dad, Jeff, and Shadow. Followed by BG, Bourbon, Osa, Tucker, Django, and Cruz. Unofficial practice attempt right here, 14 feet off the end for Dawson, Jeff, and Shadow. Little Shadow has a huge personal best with Dawson in distance just under 25 feet. Where? 13. Where are we starting? 1-3? Yes, that's fine. They could go as low as 12 if they wanted. First official attempt coming up right here, 13 feet off the end for Jeff, Dawson, and Little Man Shadow. Big jumping Little Man, All-World Junior Handler on the front of the dog.
10 seconds.
There we go, Little Man. That's the big jumping boy we're used to. Now we're ready to go. In his spare time, not dock diving, Dawson is an all-city catcher on his baseball team. Although he tells me he would much rather pitch than catch, but that's his normal position. Bumper set, 14 feet off the end now for all-world junior handler Dawson, Maybe, and Shadow. Easy peasy, that a boy, Shadow. Now we're going, mister. This next attempt will get us within 1 foot of their current personal best, which sits now 16 feet off the end. We get more runs like that. I feel like we're going to get another new personal best in air retrieve this morning. I think we have 4 personal bests already out of 12 dogs this morning. Don't hold me to that, but that seems right. Excuse me, I have 13 dogs. We're going to get another one hopefully here with Dawson and Shadow. Love this father-son team right here. That boy. Got it. Break, Mary Beth. Got it. 30-second timeout starts right now. Timeout is over. 45-second clock starts right now. Attempt 1 coming up right here, trying to tie their personal best. 16 feet off the end. We got this, little man. Go get it. Once again, this would tie their current personal best. I feel like we got 2 more in this right here. Let's get it. Looking for a new personal best from Dawson, Jeff, and Shadow. Little misstep on the end, going to give us our first miss of the morning. That's okay, we're allowed more than one. We get a second chance at it right here, buddy. Let's go get it. Shadow says I got one. Maybe it's not the right one, but I got one. Here we go, buddy. That 45-second timer has already begun, so here we go. Tap number 2. Second and final run coming right here, 16 feet off the end for Dawson, Jeff, and Shadow. Dawson's ready. Jeff and Shadow getting ready. Second and final attempt right here. Let's go get it, fellas. Dad says we're ready. Here we go. Oh, that was a great attempt. That was a fantastic run down the dock. I thought for sure we had that one. Great job for Jeff, Dawson, and Shadow. Going to finish with a final score of 15 feet off the end, 3 official catches. We'll see them back all day in distance. Once again, fantastic team. Distance personal best by that all-world junior handler sits just under 25 feet with Shadow, the Australian Shepherd. Just listen to your son, Jeff. He's got you. He knows what he's doing. No need to think. Jeff Dawson's got it covered. I love that team. Next up on the dock, that will bring us to, who's holding? Is that Autumn? Autumn? Looks like Autumn. Yep, that is Autumn and BG. They have practice. First ever competitive jump coming up right here for Autumn and Little Miss BG. Oh yeah, she. Attempt coming up right here for Little Miss BG, 7 feet end. Autumn and BG. That a go. BG, easy peasy. Attempt number 1 coming in 7 feet off the end of that dog. Still a one coming up right here, 8 feet off the end of that, and another easy peasy grab. Good girl, BG. Every catch here will be a brand new personal best for Autumn and BG. First ever competitive time doing air retrieve. One of their puppies, new dog to the sport overall, and air retrieve as well. First attempt, 9 feet off the end, coming right here for Autumn and BG. Bourbon, Osa, Tucker, Django, and Cruz to round out the splash. Another easy grab, 9 feet off the end for Little Miss BG. Still no misses for BG and Autumn just yet. Next attempt will be 10 feet off the end and another new personal best. I want to thank all our help this weekend. I want to thank DogMode for hosting us here at this world-class facility here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Wasatch K9 Fitness and Training for hosting the event. Leaders of all things dog diving here at DogMode. Luigi Productions running this wonderful live stream, taking care of all of our audio, video things here, as well as all of our competitors' stats. Lawrence Amita Photography for doing all of our photography this weekend. Wonderful new photographer here out of Salt Lake City. All of our staff and volunteers, can't thank them enough either. Need them for all these events to go as smoothly as they do. Successful catch there, 10 feet off the end for Autumn and BG. Still no misses on the card for this team yet. Following retrieve, 11 a.m. sharp Mountain Time, we will have distance splash number 1 of the weekend. Right now we still have about 4 dogs remaining in air retrieve. Little Miss BG, first attempt, 11 feet off the end right here. Puppy brain might be starting to kick in, starting to lose a little bit of focus. There, she's got it. Good girl, BG. That was miss number 1 for Autumn and BG. 11 feet off the end. And
That's a miss, right?
that will end their day in air retrieve. That launch off the ramp does count as a miss. Will end with the final score 10 feet off the end of that dog. And a brand new personal best. 4 successful catches and 2 misses to end their day. Puppy. No, that's it. Yeah.
Because she missed 2 at the same distance.
Next up, that will bring us to the big jumping yellow Labrador Retriever. Will bring us to Denise Cunningham and Bourbon. Big boy Bourbon has 27-foot personal best in distance. Personal best in air retrieve, right on par with that 27-foot score, coming in 20 feet off the end of the dock. Nationally qualified for our national championships in multiple disciplines. Oh, perfect. Yeah, so he was the champion in the North Central Regionals of Hydro Dash just 1 week ago. In the Amana Colonies in the great state of Iowa.
They have a brand new puppy. Oh, he's so cute.
That a man, Bourbon, easy peasy, 16 feet off the end of the dock. Once again, his personal best.
What's her husband's name?
Greg with the attempt number 1 coming up right here for Denise and Bourbon, 17 feet off the end of that dog. Look at that boy run. Tons and tons of speed for my man Bourbon. Bad habit for that, Bourbon. Such a bad habit you started. He always. Now set 18 feet off the end for Denise and Big Boy Bourbon. That doesn't get much easier. Good boy. Good boy Bourbon. That hatch. That right there. Worst habit ever, Bourbon. Can't break it of him, though. He thinks you'd kill him if you did that. At least he's quickened it up. It used to take 5 minutes. Bourbon, on the way home from that regional championship, Bourbon acquired a younger sibling named Bullet. Correct. Named after the fine drink that he has named after himself. Easy peasy, 19 feet off the end. He does it in distance too. All you gotta do, it happens so fast now that you almost miss it, but he still does it every single time.
That was quite the extension. That was a little bit more.
Silly man, Bourbon. Thank goodness he doesn't do it in the above ground pools. He has to act like a big boy. In his own mind. Right, Bourbon? We got this, buddy. First attempt coming up right here, 20 feet. This would tie a personal best. We can do this, buddy. Let's go get it, mister. 45-second timer just began. Here we go, Denise and Bourbon trying to tie that personal best. 2 feet above the dock, 20 feet out. Oh, so close. The wind made the bumper swing just a little. No connection, but very near miss on attempt number 1. We're going to get one more chance at this, buddy. Let's go get it. Don't you dare jump back in. 45-second timer commenced as soon as he came up out of the water there. Second and final attempt coming up 20 feet off the end. We tie a personal best and move on with a catch here. Or a miss would be the final jump of their air retrieve splash 101. So close, buddy. Double miss coming in. Oh, put that on the wrong dog. Let's do that right. Double miss, 20 feet for Bourbon. Going to be a final score of 19 feet. 4 total catches for Bourbon and Denise. We are down to the final 4 dogs of air retrieve. It's Osa, Tucker, Django, and Cruz. Osa, Tucker, Django, Cruz. 4 dogs left. Next up on the dock, this is going to bring us to our event coordinator, the head trainer at Wasatch Canine Fitness and Training. This is Teresa and her Belgian Malinois puppy. This is the little Osa bear. Tiny little girl, humongous future for this dog, biggest jumping dog to ever come through the Wasatch facility. Tons and tons of speed, huge push off the end, just getting her life figured out and this game figured out. When she figures out what she can do, this pool will never even be close to long enough for her. Attempt number 1, very, very easy, coming in at 16 feet for the little Osa, owns a personal best, 19 feet in air retrieve. Distance personal best, just over 27 feet already. When she figures out when she's capable, I'm positive we'll be well into the 30 plus feet range. Bumper set, 17 feet off the end. Attempt number 1 coming up right here for Teresa and Osa.
Journey weighs more than her.
I heard that.
She's not overweight. Journey's not.
Attempt number 1, 17 feet off the end. 18 feet coming up right here for the little Osa bear. Tiny little bear. All 36 pounds of her. No, correct that. Her mom is 36 pounds. She's 40 pounds. Bumper set. 45-second timer begins right now. 18 feet off the end. Best run down the dock, but it was good enough. Next attempt will be an attempt to tie their personal best, 19 feet off the end. Once again, right on par with her current distance jump of that personal best of 27 feet. Distance average about 24 feet. Bumper now set 19 feet off the end of the dock. Once again, trying to tie their personal best right here. Gonna need a little bit better run than we had that last time. All the others looked absolutely fantastic. Got a little bit off on step number 3 on that last run. Near miss on attempt number 1, 19 feet off the end. Second and final run at 19 feet coming up right here. Grab here, we tie our personal best, move on, try to set a new one. Miss here would end our morning with a score of 18 feet. An air retrieve splash 101 for Teresa and Osa. Tucker, Django, and Cruz due up next. Got off on that third step one more time, affected the entire run down the dock. Going to be a double miss, 19 feet off the end. Final score going to come in at 18 feet for Teresa and Osa.
I'll make the sign in between to that door. I'll make it.
Both would be stock. That's going to bring us to our zoo expert. This is Tawny and Tucker. Good little man, Tucker. Successful way to start his morning with a great grab 4 feet off the end for little man Tucker. Most of our dogs you see have to start 6 feet or further. Tucker is considered a lap dog. He is allowed to start 4 feet off the end. Good little man, Tucker. He does have a fantastic personal best of 10 feet in air retrieve. Brand new. He's only done it a couple times.
What's his average?
3 feet. Good man, Tucker. Successful catch, 6 feet off the end. That's going to move it out 1 more foot to 7 feet off the end. 0 misses so far for Tawny and little man Tucker. 45-second timer has commenced. Attempt number 1, 7 feet off the end for little man Tucker. Smack that bumper hard. Attaboy, buddy. Great grab on that one. Drove right on through that bumper. That's the sound we're looking to hear. Little man Tucker has a huge personal best in distance as well, just under 18 feet, I believe. I believe it's 17 feet and some change. You're failing me, Hatch. I need distance numbers in front of me, too. I'm becoming high maintenance.
That's asking a lot.
I always do. Attaboy, Tucker. Very good, mister. 0 misses so far. Now moving on out, 9 feet off the end. Good boy, little man. We're still going with 0 misses. 30-second timeout starts now. Or excuse me, starts when he comes out of the water. They will be taking it right now. Two dogs remain after Tucker. Will be Django, followed by Cruz. Still 0 misses for Tawny and Tucker.
On the break. That's time.
Conclusion of break. Now into the 45-second timer. Here we go. Attempt number 1 coming for Tawny and Tucker. That will be miss number 1 for Tawny and Tucker. We got one more chance to get this. This would tie our personal best. Let's go get it, little man. You got this, Tucker. Second and final run, 10 feet off the end, coming up right here. God, I haven't had one. man Tucker. That ties his personal best and gives us 2 more misses to use. That a boy. Tying that personal best 10 feet off the end. Great use by Tanya of that timeout. Rejuvenated him. Got a catch. We're moving on up, trying to set a brand new personal best. 11 feet off the end this time. Attempt number 1 coming up 11 feet off the end for Tanya and Tucker. We will get 2 chances at this if needed. We are going to need it. That was miss number 2 for Tanya and little man Tucker. Right now we're looking at second and final run at 11 feet right here for Tanya and Tucker. Grab here, sets a brand new personal best. We move on to 12 feet, miss, would end our splash, tying that personal best. 10 feet off the end. 45-second timer began as soon as he came up out of the water there, ready to go right here. Jump number 2, little man Tucker on the dock. Here we go, buddy. Let's go get it. That will end their morning with a great score, tying their personal best 10 feet off the end. That was Tawny and Tucker. Little man Tucker next up on the dock. That will bring us to brand new air retrieve competitor. This is our man Django, big jumping Belgian Malinois. Had these guys recently in for some really good practice, improving a ton each and every time they come in. Deborah, you've been fine. Cindy says, get that out of here. Practice attempt for Django coming up 15 feet off the end right here.
He's got to call it way. He's got to call it way.
Using that front gate that we don't use for events. There we go. Now you got it, mister. Where are we starting? Yeah, perfect. Gonna start attempt number 1, 13 feet off the end. He could start anywhere 6 or higher. He has no established average just yet. Attaboy, Django. That's going to be his first ever official grab with North America Diving Dogs in air retrieve. Setting a brand new personal best, 13 feet off the end for Django. Going to move that bumper out 1 foot right now for Lexi and Django. Bumper's now set. 45-second timer begins. Ooh, bumped it, just not enough to make it fall. That will be miss number 1 coming in for Lexi and Django at the 14-foot mark. And silly man, go get your tug, buddy. You missed that one. It's got to stay there so you can go get it now. Attempt number 2, second and final run coming up right here for Lexi and Django. 14 feet off the end of the dock. Good boy, mister. Plenty of jump on attempt number 2. He's a big jumping boy. We've got him well over the 25, 26-foot mark, I believe, in distance in practice. Hard to say when you're 25 feet from where that score happens, but That is about my estimation. Attempt number 1 coming up right here, 15 feet off the end for Alexi and Django. Good man, Django had that one hiccup run on his first attempt at 14. Everything after that looked absolutely amazing so far. Going to move that bumper out 1 more foot to 16 feet off the end for Lexi and Django. We do have 2 misses remaining, so if needed, we have 2 shots coming at 16 feet right here. Get it on the first grab, we move on and still have 2 misses left. Good boy, Django, easy peasy, buddy. Gonna move that thing out 1 more time to 17 feet. Still only 1 miss on the card for this team. Once again, each team gets a total of 3 or 2 at any one distance. They've already passed the distance they missed that first one on, so we still have 2 misses remaining for Lexi and Django. Still hooked on both clips. That will unfortunately count as miss number 2 for Lexi and Django. No, you have 1 more. Where are we at on time?
It's a little late.
I noticed. Final attempt, 17 feet, right here for Lexi and Django. Good job, Django. Going to finish with a final score, 16 feet off the end. 3rd and final miss just happened at 17 feet there. Great job for the first time for Lexi and Django. That will bring us to the final dog of Air Retrieve Splash 101. Not sure who will be handling, but it's the tiny little golden retriever Cruz. Oh, Cruz will be Autumn, I'm sure. Little Miss Cruz and most likely Autumn. Whoever it is hiding behind the door. That is Autumn. Autumn and Little Miss Cruz. Little Miss Cruz start her morning off with a first attempt at 13 feet. Look at that. Easy peasy for Little Miss Cruz. She has a personal best of 16 feet in air retrieve. That was 13 feet. We're going to move that bumper out 1 foot to the 14-foot mark. Looking for another easy grab here from Autumn and Little Miss Cruz. Wow. I feel like a hurricane just came through the building with how much that swing. I thought you were fired from the rig, Kyler. Attempt number 1 coming up 14 feet off the end. Atta girl, Cruz. We'll be done in Coming up right here, 15 feet off the end for Little Miss Cruz. Good job, little lady. Next attempt will tie her personal best with a catch. Correct. We're now at 16 feet, Cindy Lou. Madison's playing the guessing game over there. Where are we moving to? It looks good. It's fine. Perfect. At least it was. Bumper set. 45-second timer begins. Tied a personal best right there for Little Miss Cruz. Next jump would be a brand new personal best every catch we get from here on out. Competitors in the area, the handlers meeting will be in approximately 18 minutes. If you need to get checked in for distance splash, number one, you have 3 minutes to do so. Please check back at registration if you aren't in splash one and want to be. There's room for that, but you have 3 minutes to sign up. Bumper set, 17 feet off the end. This would be a brand new Cruz personal best. I think she's got it in her. Let's go get it, kid. Lots of new personal bests already in air retrieve today. There it was, brand new personal best for Autumn and Little Miss Cruz. 0 misses so far as well. Set a brand new personal best, no misses on the card. Can we get another one, Cruz? That was a beautiful run and jump right there. Perfect air retrieve run down the dock right there for Autumn and Little Miss Cruz. Power through every step. Attempt number one coming up right here, trying to set yet another personal best for Autumn and Little Miss Cruz. Second break will start once Cruz exits the pool. One more shot, 18 feet off the end here at another personal best for Autumn and Cruz. On our break.
Time.
45-second timer begins now. Second and final attempt coming here at 18 feet. Grab here, we move on, try to set another one at 19 feet. Miss here will end air retrieve altogether this morning, splash 101. Cheering for Cruz over there already at a month old. Good girl, Cruz. That was oh so close. Wonderful use of timeout there. That was oh so much closer than attempt number one. Great job by Autumn and Cruz. Lots of personal bests set in air retrieve this morning. What a wonderful round of air retrieve. We are now exactly 30 minutes from distance splash number one. Those of you out there in live stream land, tune in exactly 30 minutes for our next distance splash, first of the weekend. Handlers outside, 15 minutes to distance